with the shooting of Jacob Blake in the United States. He, of course, being the African-American man who was shot 7 times in the back in Kenosha, Wisconsin on Sunday. That shooting has sparked a wave of protests, and this morning the state's Department of Justice has released new details about the police officers on the scene. Let's bring in Laura McQuillan. She is looking at this breaking news for us this hour. Laura.
Michael, we now have the names of those other 2 officers who were on the scene when the shooting took place, plus some more details of exactly what unfolded. These 2 officers have been named as a rookie officer, Brittany Moronic, who actually just joined the Kenosha PD back in January, and another officer, Vincent Arenas. He joined the force in February, but he had previously been a police officer with another department. Yesterday, the Wisconsin Department of Justice named that officer who you're seeing there, the one that fired the 7 shots at point-blank range into Jacob Blake's back, as Rustin Shesky, who was a 7-year veteran of the Kenosha Police Department. All 3 on leave today. The Department of Justice saying what happened in the moments up to that shooting. They say that 2 of those officers, Arenas and Shesky, both deployed tasers trying to arrest Jacob Blake, but that both those taser attempts failed. They had previously said that they were responding to a call from a woman who said her boyfriend was present but shouldn't have been on the premises. That's what a dispatcher told the officers when they responded. That dispatcher referring to Blake by name and saying that there was a warrant out for his arrest. And the Department of Justice has said previously that Blake has spoken to investigators, presumably from his hospital bed where he has been since Sunday after being shot in the back and paralysed, and that he had admitted to investigators that he had a knife in his possession, that a knife was recovered from the driver's side of his car. Now, those investigators from the Department of Justice say they are continuing that investigation, but within 30 days they plan to hand off what they've found to a prosecutor, and it will be up to that prosecutor to decide whether the officers involved in shooting Jacob Blake should face any charges.
So obviously we're going to keep following the legal proceedings in this matter, but let's also talk about Jacob Blake, because we're also getting an update on his condition from his father.
That's right. His father spoke to CNN this morning saying his son is still fighting for his life, though he has undergone surgery. He's in a hospital bed and he has been able to speak to his family. His father describing how Jacob Blake asked his father why he was shot so many times, 7 times in the back. And another key detail that we're learning as well, Jacob Blake, paralysed from the waist down, it's possibly permanent, yet he is shackled to his hospital bed. It had previously been said by his family that he was handcuffed, but they've clarified today that he is shackled. And his father said it was a devastating thing to walk into his son's hospital room and see. Here's what he said this morning.
Well, there's so many things that bothered me, but when I walked into that room, you know, he's paralyzed from the waist down. Why do they have that cold steel on my son's ankle? He can't get up. He couldn't get up if he wanted to. So what was, that's a little overkill to have him shackled to the bed. That just makes no sense to me.
And local authorities haven't explained why a paralysed man would need to be shackled in a hospital bed. There's been criticism of that from Wisconsin's governor. I've reached out to the Kenosha Police Department, to the local sheriff this morning to ask for an explanation of that, Michael. Still waiting to hear back.
Okay, Laura, we will speak again if you get an update. Thank you for that.